ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أوصيكم وإياي أولا بتقوى الله فقد فاز المتقون كما قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون وبعد فإن خير الكلام كلام الله وأحسن هدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة كل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah, to all the brothers and sisters, this will be our last Sunday class before Eid, meaning this is the last Sunday class for Ramadan this year. The class will move on, but it's not in Ramadan anymore. Alhamdulillah, Allah have given us the opportunity actually to really complete our Ramadan this year. And this is very, very important. Inshallah, before we continue, let us ask Allah for forgiveness for all of us who are here, for our family members who are not with us, for those who are still living among us, those who have passed away, our loved one, those who are absent among us today, and those who are present, the young and the old. Let us make a humble dua for forgiveness. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم اغفر لحينا وميتنا وشاهدنا وغائبنا وصغيرنا وكبيرنا وذكرنا وأنثانا اللهم من أحييته منا فأحيه على الإسلام ومن توفيته منا فتوفه على الإيمان اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا اللهم اختم لنا بالحسن الخاتمة ولا تختم علينا بالسوء الخاتمة ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين يا رب العالمين. This prayer was taught by our beloved Prophet Muhammad for his ummah to pray for the living and for those who have passed away, so that we don't forget our elders, our family members, our brothers and sisters wherever they are, who died because the time for them to go back to Allah have been ordained by Allah. Either they die because of old age, sickness, accident, or they were killed in the war zone like Syria, like Kashmir, like Yemen, like in Myanmar, like in Palestine and all other countries. Only Allah know why all this thing is happening. If Allah allowed something to happen, meaning it is a qadar. We human were planned, but Allah is the one who will make the final decision. But whatever happened, a lesson learned, we must reflect and look into ourselves. We know what we have been trying to do before this Sunday. We are almost in the last few days of Ramadan, entering the third 10 days. You have the first 10 days, second 10 days, and the third 10 days. Every day in Ramadan, there's always a blessing, because the Prophet have said to us, "Man sama Ramadana imana wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min zambi." The authentic hadith is telling us that every Ramadan, can we rather sit further inside? We don't block the entrance here, so that we allow the latecomer to walk in smoothly, inshallah. The non-authentic hadith did divide Ramadan into 3 parts. First 10 days, different. Second 10 days, third 10 days, itqul minan nar, rahmah, ma'firah, and so on. But the authentic hadith said Ramadan, from the beginning to the end, full of blessing, full of forgiveness. What is important, don't worry about what happened before. Maybe the beginning we are not focused, we still commit a lot of wrong things, we still gossip, we still do a lot of things that is not allowed to do in Ramadan. That is the beginning. The last 10 days is very important. The Prophet ﷺ always remind us about the dua that we just recite. Allahumma khtim lana bil husnil khatimah. Oh Allah, give us a good ending. That is what we are looking. We are coming to the end of Ramadan, and that's what we are going to focus. The past 20 over days is something that you cannot do, and you cannot call back anymore. But remember, the teaching of Islam remind us, al-a'malu bil khawatim. Al-a'malu bil khawatim, meaning action are judged by the ending. Whatever we do, our ending play a very important role. There is a hadith the Prophet ﷺ remind us about qadar of Allah. I just want to simplify this hadith. The Prophet ﷺ is explaining to all of us that what is been ordained qadar by Allah, He knows, but we have no knowledge about the future. But if you are trying to be a good person, but in the same time you are not sincere, it's just show, pretend to be good, like a drama, then your ending cannot be good. You may show to the people that you are praying, fasting, in front of your friend, your family members. Behind, you are not doing that. We can sit further in, brother. Sit further in here, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. We can try to pretend, but Allah knows our ending. We have no knowledge about our ending. But if you are not sincere from the beginning in whatever you do, your ending cannot be good. And Allah will show it to us. And sometimes in reality, this is also happening. If your relationship between a husband and wife in the beginning is not sincere, you will see the ending will not be good. But if your intention is very sincere, from the beginning, because the Prophet said, "Innamal a'malu binniyat," our deeds depend on our intention. But who knows about our intention? No one knows except you and Allah. When your intention is not good, sometimes it did not show in the beginning, but it will show at the ending. This is what we fear most, because we do not want to have a bad ending. That's why the dua is very important. Allahumma khtim lana bil husnil khatimah. But you can pray and ask Allah to give you a good ending. But if you are not working towards that, it's like what Allah said, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. Those who are successful in this life and the hereafter are those who always keep themselves pure. Their intention must be clean. Their deeds must be following the Sunnah. But in the same time, we are not here to pass judgment to anybody. No, we can't do that. Sometimes you come across a brother, the full body except the face is tattoos everywhere, from the head, yeah, to the leg, tattoos. Only the face is clean, alhamdulillah. You look at this guy, khalas. There's no way that he can be a good person, khalas. In the hellfire he will be burned, the whole body will be burned because of the tattoo. But suddenly Allah give him hidayah. And when he have hidayah, what can he do with the tattoos? The whole body is tattoos. But alhamdulillah, he wear a cap. And then he wear a thobe. Yeah, long dress. Long sleeve. It cover everything. Now he's look very clean. No one know that he have tattoos. Until somebody who are aware about who is this man will ask him, then he will take out his cap. You see the head is full of tattoo. But can you judge him? You can't. Yeah. The important thing, we always have hope for changes. Changes need a lot of sacrifice. Changes need patience. We all must have patience, prepared to make sacrifices. We were very proud last night because yesterday we have 100 over volunteers, male and female, sacrifice their time from the morning until the next morning, until this morning, to help our poor and the needy. Alhamdulillah. That's why today we wake up a bit late. This is important. We know everybody is busy, everybody is fasting, everybody want to do Qiyamul Layl sometime. But we have finished the Qiyam Ramadan. Other than Qiyam Ramadan, because we have the wrong idea, we thought that to get more reward in the last 10 nights is to stay up and keep on praying. No. If the prayer end 11, you end 11 rakat. But then you ihya'ul layl to do other things. Meaning to plan, to think. Last night I was saying to all my volunteers, our youths, alhamdulillah, our Qiyamul Layl until midnight is we are here to help the poor and the needy. Yeah. to organize things, to make sure that everybody is comfortable when they came here and when they leave this place, to help the elders, people who are wheelchair, the blind. This is what Ihya Ulay, not only just praying and praying just for yourself or everything, you. How about for others? But we also keep on praying that those poor and the needy, they must work. They must be sincere too. If they are no more poor and needy, then they should not act like they are poor and needy. And this is just a sign. If you keep on pretending, but then Allah will make you very poor. Poor is not because you have no money. You can be very poor even you have a lot of money. You can see today there are people who are so rich, filthy rich. It's never enough. They are very poor. They even sacrifice their own dignity, their face. The face is very important. Just because of dunya. This is not good. There are one group of poor people that is very important for us to help. Is Al-Afif. In the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, when you talk about the poor people, there is a group, Allah called them Afif. If you have a newborn baby, you want to name Afifa, okay. Afifun, okay. Afif means these are poor and needy, but they are very, very shy to come forward and ask for anything. They don't do that. Very, very shy people. Yeah. Who knows them? You and me can know that if you are active on the ground, if you move around, you socialize yourself with all these different group of people, then you will be exposed to this kind of people. They only ask people who are very close to them, because they know that these people are sincere, will not embarrass them, will not look down upon them. But it's not easy to get to know this group of people until you are active on the ground. And Allah will expose them to you, inshallah. Yeah. This is the group, or anyone, if possible, when you help them, like what the Prophet ﷺ said, the 7 group of people who receive the shade of Allah in the Day of Judgment. Yeah. One of them is when you give with your right hand and your left hand knows not. Khalas, give khalas. This is also very important. There's a lot of people who do a lot of good deeds, but what they do, they like to expose it. They like to tell people so and so and so I have been helping. So it's not good. Unless you have a very noble intention, you want more people to help that person, you encourage others, then that is okay. Al-a'malu bil-qawatim. Our deeds, all action, what is important will be judged by the ending. We know if your ending is strong, these few days, if we are improving our quality of fasting, how? This hadith that we are going to share with you. is talking to us about one of the ways, not only the only ways, one of the way. If you go back to the book Knowing the Angel, page 87 today, under the subtitle of Teaching Quran to the Prophet. Who is teaching the Quran? Gabriel. Gabriel alayhi salam brought the Quran from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He taught the Prophet how to read it. Then the Prophet used to recite the Quran tadabbur, meaning he never rushed, slowly. Alif Lam Mim, example, Zalikal Kitab La Rayba Fihi Hudan lil Muttaqin, just an example. It's not just reciting the Quran only, but with understanding. Of course, it's easy for the Prophet to understand because the Quran is in Arabic, and he is an Arab man. We have been reciting the Quran, but without understanding. We memorize the Quran, we recite the Quran beautifully, but we don't understand. Those, alhamdulillah, who have understood the Quran, but they fail to follow the instruction of the Quran. Our Prophet ﷺ, he was blessed because his intention is very clear. Every ayat of the Quran is a direct command from Allah, and he would try his best to act upon it. So he became the living Quran. Allah said, be good, he be good. Be sincere, be sincere. Be clean, be clean. Be disciplined, be disciplined. Be committed, be committed. Be sincere, be honesty, he be honest. Trustworthy, he was trustworthy. Everything when Allah said, this, all the good, he would just act upon it. We can recite the same ayah, but we are still corrupted. We recite the Quran, Quran bring peace. إِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ وَجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُمْ وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا وَعَلَى رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ. When the word of Allah is being mentioned, it moves their heart. And when the ayat is being recited again and again, it just increased their iman. Now, whether our iman have increased, you want to know or not, brothers, it's not difficult. وَعَلَى رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ. They tawakkal to Allah. Whatever happened, hardly they complain. They just tawakkal. Khalas. And they move forward very hard. Something is stopping us from moving forward. Inshallah, we hope Allah will help us these last few days so that our ending is good. It's strong. We become a stronger Muslim, more committed Muslim, but guided not by our feeling, guided by the wahyu, not our nafs, guided by the guidance of Islam. The Quran is a guidance. Fatima radiallahu anha said that her father, Prophet Muhammad told her shortly before he died. And this is a very important message that we should remember. Inna Jibra'il kana yu'ariduni al-Quran kullu sanna marra wa innahu aradaniya marratain. Now he is trying to explain to Fatima, because there is the only daughter who still survived. The rest of the children of Prophet have passed away. only survival child of the Prophet is Fatima. Yeah. Indeed, Gabriel used to check my knowledge of the Quran once every year, meaning the whole Quran. Yeah. Check my knowledge. Now we read the Quran, we don't have knowledge of the Quran. Quran is a furqan, a criterion. Quran is bayinat, clear explanation. We are very confused until today. We have problem, we don't know how to solve the problem. Through anger, through nafs. That's how we always solve our problem. Not through the Quran. Quran is about mercy, forgiveness, kindness, giving, sharing. But indeed, this year, the last year of our Prophet ﷺ, he has done twice. Angel Gabriel came and checked on the Prophet twice. Normally every year once, suddenly there is 2 times. That means it's a very serious year already. I only see this as a sign that my time of death has come. Prophet Muhammad is a very sensitive person, but he is also very strong. Not easily get out of control. It's good to be sensitive. We are not sensitive sometimes. We are only sensitive something to do with dunya. About akhirat, no. When people talk about Jannah, you cannot feel. When people talk about hellfire, no. But sometimes there are people who are very sensitive. But when you look at their lifestyle, it's only them. Only when you recite the Quran, they're very sensitive, but their character do not show that they are responding. Like what the Prophet have told us before, remember, 3 group of people that Allah will call upon first in the Day of Judgment. What do you do with the knowledge I give you and with the Quran, knowledge of the Quran and the sound that Allah has given? You can recite the Quran so beautifully. So what do you do with honor? Oh, I have been teaching, I have been doing this. Allah said, yes. But for who? He said, for you, Allah. Immediately in the Day of Judgment, Allah said, Qazzabta. You still lie to me. You still want to lie to me. And the same go to us. We are all liars. We are not who we are, but we pretend that we are. So and so, we are liars. And then Allah command the angel of hell to come and pull him to hell. These are signs that is very important for us to be careful of our intention. You can check your intention better than anyone else. And the Prophet continued by saying the meaning, and indeed, O Fatima, you are the first member of my household to follow me. Fatima cried when the Prophet said that he's going to die. Then the Prophet reminded her, you are the first one that will follow me. She was very happy again. I don't think if our parents say to us, you are going to follow me, so no. I'm not going to die yet. I'm just waiting for you to go. I'm thinking about the fara'id, the property left behind, how much I'm going to get, how I'm going to use it, what car I'm going to buy. When you are alive, you are so stingy, you don't want to pass it down to me. But when you die, alhamdulillah. Don't wish me to die soon. I don't want to die. I'm still very young. But Fatima radiallahu anha, when the Prophet ﷺ informed her, she was so happy because she missed her father a lot. So the Prophet ﷺ continued, Fattaqillah wasbiri. So fear Allah, my daughter, and be patient. Indeed, I'm the best role model for you. وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. Allahu Akbar. And it's so true. After a few months of the death of the Prophet, Fatima passed away. And the Prophet did mention in other hadith, if you love somebody so dearly, purely for the sake of Allah, when he depart, you will meet him very soon. Allah will allow that meeting to take place, that you depart to. Gabriel usually taught the Quran to the Prophet ﷺ during the month of Ramadan. We are still in Ramadan. We have been reciting the Quran, I believe so. But until which part of the Quran, I don't know. Some have finished Qatr, the whole Quran, and then they close the Quran, khalas. Now, they are reading other book now. When you read other than the Quran, other than the Hadith, you don't get reward from Allah. It may corrupt you. Now the Quran is very handy. Everybody have a smartphone. You know what is in the smartphone. He's very smart. You want Quran? Okay, Quran. After Quran, then they have other for you to look at. So then you'll be carried away. So easily you'll be corrupted. You will recite the Quran all the time. Suddenly Quran finish. Other things just come in and you forget all the Quran. Those who love politics, you go to the political side. Somebody was asking me 2 days ago, when do this World Cup start? I said, World Cup. I asked them back, why do they call this cup World Cup? It's a good question here. I never think about that. Why do they call this cup a World Cup? Because this cup don't belong to anybody, it belongs to the world. You see, I don't know, so I just imagine. You know. But Alhamdulillah, I think, is there a World Cup coming at the end of Ramadan? Is there? Coming soon, huh? Alhamdulillah, no, we are not involved in this. No? Whether there is a cup, no cup, what ball is going to be, Alhamdulillah, you know. We are not addicted. It's very important to free yourself from all this addiction. If not, Qiyamu bola, they call it. People Qiyamu lay, we Qiyamu bola. Very emotional. Ibn Abbas radiyallahu anhuma said, Kana Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ajud an-nas. The Messenger of Allah was the most generous person. وَكَانَ أَجُودَ مَا يَكُونُ فِي رَمَضَانِ حِينَ يَأْتِيهِ جِبْرَائِيل. And he was most generous during Ramadan. When Gabriel came to him to teach him the Quran, the Prophet Muhammad Samson was then more generous than free wind. Very, very generous. But we must always remember, brothers and sisters, the Prophet have managed to discipline his ummah to be very, very honest, sincere, trustworthy. That's why the first generation are the best quality of generation. And as the Prophet said, Khairun Karun or Khairun Nas Karni. The best people are the people in my time. Allahu Akbar. You can feel the Muslims present, and anybody get close to the Muslim when you want to do business, they feel so secure. They feel so happy because they know that the Muslim will never lie, will never cheat. And if there is a trade going on, buying, selling, and also borrowing, you don't have to worry. You can live in peace. Because every penny that they borrowed from you, guaranteed, they will pay you as soon as possible. Now what is important here, I'm just trying to remind us, never give up even the last few days. Try your level best to do what you can. I believe all of us can do more, but you must try to give the best. If you do not want to increase, make sure the quality is better. If you can increase, alhamdulillah. If you can increase the recitation of Quran from 10 pages to 50 pages, do it. But we love to increase our time of sleeping. If you can increase hours of resting, oh, I love that. I also love that too. You can sleep more if you want, if that's what you want. You can eat more if you want. You can talk more. But it's time for us to reflect, talk to Allah more. Keep on asking Allah for forgiveness. And learn how to forgive others. If Allah loves to forgive, we must love to forgive. This is all like what we have said earlier. Al-a'malu bil-khawatim. Actions are judged by the ending. Is that easy to forgive, brother and sister? No. Follow your feeling, very difficult. Follow my feeling, very difficult. But when you follow what Allah wants you to do, then it's easy. That's why Allah did inform, there are a group of people, ittakazu hawahu ilaha. There are a group of people who have taken their nafs, their desire, as their God. Whatever the desire want them to do, they will just follow. They don't care. But we are Muslim, the servant of Allah. Quran is here to guide us. Don't have to worry about what happened before is gone. Allah will replace more than that. And what is more important is the peace of our heart. Allahu Akbar. Like what Allah said, Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna irji'i ila rabbiki radiyatan mardiyah. What is the meaning of radiyah? Oh, those who have attained a peaceful heart, come back to me. Why? Because you love Allah so much, you always please Him more than anything. He always comes first in your life. This is the sign of people who are rida, like the companion. Anything what Allah want them to do, the Prophet command, they never say sami'na wa asayna. They say sami'na wa ata'na. That is their ending. Our ending always sami'na waswasna. After that waswasna, this waswasna I add. It's not in the hadith, waswasna. Meaning you have your own mindset already. You can say anything, I follow my feeling. How I feel. Allah. The way the Prophet disciplined his ummah is so beautiful. You know what? There's a story about Sayyidina Umar. Umar radiallahu anhu, when he became a Muslim. You know, if Umar became a Muslim, Hamza became a Muslim first. These two are fighters, warrior. It strengthened the Muslim position. But Umar realized that a lot of people who became Muslim before him, they have been tortured, beaten, humiliated by their own people because of Islam. So when he became Muslim, he wanted to have that experience. The people beat them, the people go humiliate them. So he went to knock on the house of all these Quraysh, the pagan. Knock, knock, knock. I'm Umar. Oh, I'm a Muslim now. They just shut their door. He go to another, knock, knock, knock. They open. I'm Umar. I'm a Muslim now. Nobody dared to do anything to him. He was waiting for people to beat him, to humiliate him like how the other revert have suffered. He wanted to get that feeling. But nobody dared to put their hand to Umar. So the news spread near the Haram. That Umar became a Muslim, Umar became a Muslim. So Umar went into the Haram and declared and see what people will do. Of course, people was upset now because they are in a group. Now they have the strength. They say, we have to finish him off. So they came and attacked him. Now they attack him. Alone, they dare not. Sometimes shaitan, when you are one and one, he have attacked you already. Umar, no. A group attacked him. So when he felt the pain, he hold one, just one guy. He pressed his finger into his eye. He's going to pull his eye. Khalal. The guy will scream, all will run away. And then the other group will come again. And he just focused on one. The same thing, he put two of his fingers into their eye. And then they scream, they run away. And then after that, Umar realized, oh, this is how, when you become a Muslim, you will be beaten, humiliated. But later on, then Umar went back to the Prophet ﷺ and explained everything. The Prophet said, it's time for us to go out. Before that, it's always hidden, sir. Now because Omar is there, Hamza is there, now let us go out. And two row of Muslims guided Omar, guided Hamza, and that's how the mission of Islam start to move forward. Today, nobody is going to torture us, being a Muslim. But we are so weak, we dare not even tell the people that I am a Muslim. We are shy. Number two, we Muslims have no vision for Akhirah. We have vision for dunya, but no vision for akhirah. People who have vision, they must have a mission. What is the mission? It's to spread the word of peace. It's time for us to plan before the end of Ramadan. How can I get involved in da'wah? Spread the message of Islam, Quran and the Sunnah. We have two groups of people to do this. In the time of the Prophet, he just faced one group. The pagan, the mushrikeen, the not yet Muslim. Because the Muslim all are good people. Today we have to face the Muslim first. The one who is going to be our number one obstacle is not yet Muslim. I have been doing da'wah. I have no problem with the not yet Muslim. But from the Muslim, na'udzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, they always put an obstacle. Why? Because they thought that religion belonged to them. You follow me or no? We cannot follow anybody in Islam, because Islam belongs to Allah and Islam do not follow any one of us. Every Muslim must learn how to follow Islam, whether you are a waiter, a driver, a businessman, a politician, leaders. All of us must follow Islam. That's how it goes. But today, no. We want Islam to follow my way, your way. And then we force people to follow your way. How can we do that? Rule number one, Allah said, La iqra fid din, no compulsion in religion. You are forcing people to follow your way. Mashallah, you should have forced people to follow the way of Allah, then Allah will bless you. But nothing is too late, brothers and sisters. That's why we have more problem facing our own people. Do you experience that, brother? Do you experience having a lot of problem within the Muslim? How can that happen? Al-Muslim, akhuhu Muslim, Muslim, a brother to another Muslim. How can you create problem for another Muslim? And how can you stop fellow Muslim to talk about Islam, especially guided by the Quran and Sunnah? Very unique, very weird kind of feeling. People who are talking about Quran and Sunnah, you fear them more than you fear the enemy of Islam. So what should we do when we want to follow the Quran and Sunnah? What should we do? Stop practicing Quran and Sunnah? No. We fight with them? No need. We just have a lot of patience and never give up and move with wisdom. That is what we need to have, wisdom. Because majority of the public, they go against us. It's not because they have the knowledge. They are confused. Who confused them? Who confused them? The one who confused us are so-called ustaz, kiai. Yeah. Businessmen never confuse us. All those sportsmen never confuse us. The one confused us are so-called people of knowledge. Because the knowledge that they have is a confused knowledge. The knowledge that will not confuse you, like what Allah said, Zalikal kitab la raiba fihi hudal lil muttaqin. If you follow the book of Allah, there's no confusion, no waswas, no doubt, clear cut. But when you don't follow the book, of course there's a lot of hearsay, confusion. Allahu Akbar. Brothers and sisters, inshallah, we hope that Allah give us extra sabr and give us the wisdom. Last night when I was giving my tazkirah, I remind a lot of the brothers and sisters who were with us that I was very happy to see my teacher, my guru, who was with me last night here, still alive, the one who guided me from the day one I became a Muslim. Now wisdom, you should get it from the elders. Don't get from the young one. The young one are very impatient. They have knowledge, but they don't have wisdom. Wisdom comes through experiences. The elders have more. You just have to be humble before saying, doing anything. Seek guidance. Then you see there's a lot of blessing. That's why the Prophet said, "Laysa minna man lam yuwaqqir kabirana." It's so true. You cannot be one of us if you show no respect to the elders. That what happened, in politics. You don't respect elders, it's not good. You don't like your father, you cannot, my father God. And you cannot say it like that. Quiet. Make prayer, may Allah guide him. May Allah give him some peace of mind, peace of heart. Pray. You cannot say, my father is stupid. If your father is stupid, you are more stupid than him. How you cannot use the word, my father is bodog. That word is very wrong for you to use to the elders. May Allah forgive all of us. Mistake done. Because we are not careful. We are not guided. When we want to talk, you are not guided by the Quran. You are guided by your ego, your feeling. So next time, please, when you want to say something, Man kana yu'min billahi yawmul akhir falyaqul khairan aw liyasmut. Whoever believes in Allah in the day of judgment, remember, you are going to be judged on what you say. So always remember, check what you want to say. Is this okay? Not okay? No. But my feeling is saying, no. That's where the jihad come in. It's just feeling. You can sing a song about feeling. There's a song, a feeling. Then you later you reflect, oh, there's a lot of feeling involved in life, yes. But it's time to change when you talk about Islam. Islam always is more beautiful than our feeling. We know that Gabriel always gave advice to our Prophet ﷺ and taught him many important things. And that's why the Quran is a guidance. Gabriel always sent ayat of Allah to the Prophet. But the difference, because when the ayah is being revealed, the Prophet have the understanding. The Prophet immediately sami'na wa ta'na. And then his ummah sami'na wa ta'na. That's why they become the best. We sami'na and waswasna. Again, problem. Do you do what I have informed you? No. Why? Brothers and sisters, You know what is going to happen after this? We are preparing for Eid. Humble reminder. Number one, we are Muslim. We celebrate our Eid according to Islam, not according to our norm. Because this is an Islamic Eid. It's not a traditional Eid. It's an Islamic Eid. Where they're not yet Muslim, they also have their own tradition, but we are not following our tradition. We are following Islam. And Allah said, وَلِتُكْمِلُوا الْإِدَّةَ وَلِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا حَدَاكُمْ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. You want to know whether your ending of Ramadan is good or not, is strong or not, is when you finish the Ramadan, you celebrate, you free yourself from Ramadan by takbir, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. Not by burning firecrackers, firework. Any parent who have bought, if you have bought this, just go and throw it. Go and throw it into the river, if there's a river behind you. If not, just go and destroy it. Because if you start to burn firecrackers again, that shows that you don't know what you are doing. You are still the old you. Because that's not our Eid. Our Eid is takbir. That's all. Prepare for Salatul Eid. That is our Eid. But we eat. We always eat and eat and eat. And the EAT and EID. You want to eat? No problem. It's also Eid al-Fitr is also an eating day. You cannot fast. No, I want to fast. These people have no patience. Their iman is not strong. Alhamdulillah. You takbir, I still fasting. Haram to fast. Even you have good intention, I want to carry on fasting. It's haram to fast on the first day of Eid. You can start to fast the second day, but not the first day. Even how good your intention is, you don't follow your feeling. You see, Islam is very straightforward. You don't follow you. What's wrong? It's my duty. It's my iman. It's myself. I want to fast. You fast, haram. You commit sin now. Sami'na wa ta'na la'allakum tashkurun. That is how you show your gratefulness, your thanks to Allah Rabbul Alameen. You have completed your Ramadan. Now you are going to be a strong, practicing, committed Muslim. You have a mission with a vision. Alhamdulillah. That's how we move on, brothers and sisters. I believe all of us elders, we are going to use firecrackers, you know, but your children, your grandchildren, your nephew, don't buy for them. The problem is the one who's selling also Muslim. We don't know what we are selling. We thought that everything is halal. No. Anything that is un-Islamic is haram. It's like a bookstore. If you open a bookstore, do you think you can sell any book? You can't. You cannot sell the book about nasib, talk about this month, this year you were born, whether you are born December, January, what is happening. All this is haram. And you are promoting it. So while you're selling the halal book, you also sell haram book. But normally people don't have haram book. They say books. Only you come to food, are the haram. But they forget books also have haram. All the thing that is confusing the public, talking about magic and all this kind of, about the Spider-Man comic, they don't exist. And you're sending the wrong message to the children. They thought that it exists. You make them confused. We are here to explain to the people, to educate them, to tell them the truth, nothing but the truth, to guide them. So you must be selective in what kind of business you are going to get involved in. I remember when I went to visit Palestine, I went to a Muslim shop to buy some souvenir. A Muslim shop. You have Ayatul Quran, Ayatul Kursi, and you have all the Buddhist idols, you have the Christian idol, everything is there. You want Islamic? Here, Ayatul Kursi, Ayat 1,000 dinar, وَمَا يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلَ مَخْرَجًا. All this beautiful ayat. And then at the same time you have all these mini idols, other pictures of all these, whatever deities you call them. I was confused. What are you doing here? Oh, it is business. We are very confused. We don't know what we are doing actually. We should promote the truth and aqidah, selling only good product. This is just an example. So please, no more buying that. But if you have bought, you don't know what to do, come and send it to me. I'll throw it for you. Number one. Number two, remember, the first day of Eid is you pray. Before you go out for prayer, have your breakfast first. I like breakfast, where everything that is new, even you don't have to buy new clothes, is you just wash and it's clean, you can use it and proceed for the prayer. For the lady, if you cannot pray because you're having your period or mens, if it's an open area, go and listen to the khutbah. The Prophet command everyone to go. And that's why the Prophet chose not to pray Eid in the masjid. He chose the open area, so that the sister who have their uzur can also be there, because if in the mosque they cannot sit. But again today, because we have so beautiful, so many beautiful masajid, but our masjid is not like the masjid of Prophet Muhammad. Pray one prayer in the masjid of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Masjid Nabawiyah, you get 1,000 reward. Even then, when the Prophet chose not to pray in his mosque, he prayed outside the mosque, not immediately outside because the space is not there, but he went to look for a very open area. And if you go to Medina until today, brother and sister, if you go to Medina, if the tour, always they have some visit, will bring you the suq tamar, not the farm selling tamar, is the tamar market, not the one in the farm. Near to Medina, to the mosque, not far away, maybe about 300 meter from there. But you remember, beside you can see there is a mosque called Masjid Ghamama. There was no mosque in the time of the Prophet. It's just an open area. Now later on the Ottoman Empire built a mosque and named it Ghamama because the Prophet prayed in this area, in the open area. Then Allah sent cloud to cover the prophets, to shade them, because the heat is going to come up. When you're praying it, the heat is there. It's the daytime. So the Prophet and his ummah don't feel the heat. That's why they call Masjid Ghamama, the cloudy mosque. You can see it if you go to Medina until today. But the Prophet chose to pray outside, outdoors. If you are given a choice to pray in Masjid Negara, example, and Padang Merdeka, is that Padang Merdeka then? You call that Padang Merdeka? Yeah? Dataran Merdeka. Then you do it Dataran, where it's open and everybody can come. The not yet Muslim also can come and have a look. That we are here to promote peace. We are here to correct ourselves, to remind ourselves to be a good practicing Muslim. That's what it is about. We are here to promote brotherhood, familyhood, sisterhood, that we are together, black, white, new, old Muslim, everybody are together. Allahu Akbar. And after the prayer, of course, takbir, and when the prayer starts. And then after the prayer, khutbah will start. But a lot of Muslims also get confused. After the prayer, they are starting to wish everybody Selamat Raya, Selamat Raya, Selamat Raya. People are giving khutbah here, Selamat Raya, Selamat. No, listen to the khutbah. Because listening to the khutbah is so important. Even the woman who cannot pray, the Prophet said, listen to the khutbah. When we were in Penang, in the 60s to the 70s, my teacher that I said to you earlier, we all pray in an open area, Padang Brown, and then we moved to the stadium, Paya Kongsi. We always pray in an open area, following the Prophet ﷺ's way. And this is also highly recommended by our great scholars, our great Imam Shafi'i rahimahullah. He loved the Eid prayer to be performed in an open area. But because we are so used with masjid, and the comfort of the masjid, we forget about the shi'ar of Islam. This is how we promote Islam. We go out, not just in, we go out. I remember when we have the peace conference with Dr. Zakir Naik, we choose an open space that millions of people can attend. Huge. And our conference sometimes, the minimum 300,000 people. And that is the best way to reach out to the people. Open for everybody. And even the security was very, very happy because no problem, so easy to control the crowd. Because the people who come there, they don't come off with beer, with bottle of drink. They come to learn about peace, about Islam. Peaceful gathering. Allahu Akbar. But normally when we do da'wah, so we hardly go out. All in. It's time to change our mindset outward, not inward. So don't forget your prayer. Don't forget, if Jum'at it fall Raya, it fall Jum'at. For the men who pray Raya, you have a choice not to pray Jum'at. So you don't feel guilty anymore. You can excuse yourself from Jum'at, but you pray Zohar. You still pray Zohar, but you don't have to pray Jum'at because enough. One khutbah for that day. Khutbah of Eid is enough. The khutbah of Eid after prayer, khutbah Jum'at before prayer. That is the difference. And it is also highly recommended. Just example, if anybody come into this markaz from the main road here, entrance, after the prayer, is highly recommended go out from this to Shell and the BP, or you go back, go out from the different road if you can. If you don't know, you use Waze. If you still get confused, go back in the same road. But if you can, you come in from this road and then you go out from the next. I mean to spread the word of peace to everybody. Eid Mubarak. What is the wishing that the Prophet ﷺ never teach us any kind of recitation for wishing Eid, but the companion used to say, Taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum. Taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum, meaning, may Allah accept our deeds and your deeds. This is what we always pray for. May Allah accept our deeds, accept all our prayer. We have asked Allah for forgiveness. May Allah accept our prayer and forgive us. And that is what we wish for everybody. Taqabbalallahu minna minkum. We don't have the Selamat Raya. There's no prayer involved. Selamat Raya, Selamat Raya. No. Taqabbalallahu minkum. May Allah accept our prayer and your prayer. That's the best wishes, inshallah. Control your children. Don't let your children get out from the family. Today, the first day of Eid, everybody scattered. The husband go this way, the wife go that way, and then the children, bye-bye. They also have their own plan. And suddenly they'll come at my doorstep. A group of children, ting tong, why? Raya. So I say, one koi raya, any drink? No. They don't want to have any drink. They don't want to have any koi. So I say, then why you are here? They want to do it raya. This is not a begging day. This is not the day for you to ask. That's why you pay zakat fitrah to the poor and the needy. The latest is before the prayer, so that you don't see anybody ask you anything anymore. It's not the time for you to go ask. But today, even in front of the masjid, you have all these problems because people don't understand what they're doing now. So the children will come. But I have another exercise. Okay, you don't want to eat, you don't want to drink, sit down. So I'm sitting down with all these. Do you fast? So among them the children, I fast, but he don't fast. Okay. Children are very innocent. Do you pray? I always pray. Good. Sometimes I pray, sometimes I don't pray. Tell me the truth, then I'll give you the red packet. But I don't have red packet, the green packet. Okay, recite Fatiha for you. Have you been attending Quranic class? Yes, recite Fatiha for me. You, Tahiyat for me. Recite 3 kul for me. Some just can't recite. Okay, you fail. No green power for you. He passed. Then they left. And another group was coming in. And this guy was looking at them. They whisper among themselves. And then they take a U-turn. They say, interview. You will be questioned. This is what you can do. You cannot stop them. And the worst thing, I asked the children, where are you from? Oh, I came from Cheras. From Cheras, you came all the way here and then come to house to ask for money. What is this? You should be with your parents, travel with your parents, go and visit your uncle, visit your auntie, visit your grandparents. That should be the spirit. Everybody has your own plan. This is making money day, collection day. So you want to collect, sit down, I talk to you, I ask you, I'm happy, I give it to you. Alhamdulillah, since then they don't want to come anymore. Good for them, good for us. Alhamdulillah. This is something I like to remind of you. What you can do if you experience that, interview them for a while. Do you fast? Do you pray? Recite Fatiha? 3 surah. Because they are born Muslim, they should have learned about at least Qul Huwallahu, Qul A'udhu Falaq, Qul A'udhu Billah. They should memorize. Of course, children love money, give them, but remind them, don't waste, don't use to buy firecrackers, fireworks. You cannot do that. This is for you to eat and drink. Remind them. do some da'wah. Yeah, that is how we move on. We are not going to be a passive ummah. We become a very productive and counterproductive ummah. Very, very important, inshallah, brothers and sisters. There's the few things I like to share with you, because after that everybody is going to celebrate it by themselves already. So you may experience what I just said. Do what is best, inshallah. And remember, yeah, al-a'malu bil qawatim. Action will be judged by the ending, not from the beginning. If there's any question, we open for Q&A. Fatafaddal. Sisters, pass the mic to the sister. Faddal.
Assalamualaikum Ustaz.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Sometimes I become an imam for the ladies, but I always have this one makmum. She does not want to say, when I say Sami Allahu liman hamidah, she doesn't say Rabbana walakal ham. So I have advised her to do so, but she still doesn't want to do it because there's only two of us. So what can I do? Can I say it?
No, of course, you yourself said both. Imam always said both.
But I thought the makmum has to say it out
the
loud.
makmum have to say Rabbana lakal ham.
So if she doesn't want to say that, so can I say that out loud? She just refuses to say it.
Yes, you can do that. You can do that. You have to remind her again and again. We don't know why she don't say that.
I'm trying to make da'wah to her. She does not want to believe in the hadith. She said it's only Quran. So I feel I have some difficulty.
Now, if a person said he don't want to follow the hadith, he only follow the Quran, then there is no ayat in the Quran said that Fajr or prayer is 2 raka'at, 3 raka'at, 4 raka'at. Only the hadith that show us that Subuh is 2 raka'at, Zohor is 4 raka'at. Not in the Quran. The Quran only call you to pray. How many you need is not in the Quran, it's in the hadith. So they are very confused, like I said, they become very confused. So now don't give up. Maybe this group of people or this friend have gone out track of the Islamic guidance, but they thought that they are doing the right thing. We will never give up on them. Then you recite aloud, yes, as a reminder, because the Prophet said so. Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. You should perform the prayer like how you see me perform. So when the Prophet is a imam, he will say Sami Allahu liman hamidah, and the Prophet also said Rabbana lakal ham. But ma'mum enough. The Prophet said, "Iza qala al-imam Sami Allahu liman hamidah, faqulu Rabbana lakal ham." For ma'mum, you don't have to say Sami Allahu if you are a ma'mum, because the Prophet said so. But if you are the imam, you said both. The ma'mum just said Rabbana lakal ham. We don't pressure them sometimes. Just remind that I just said we have a problem today. Sami'na wa asayna. We thought that we understand Islam more than the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, more than the companion of the Prophet. Never mind. We just have to have more patience and keep on praying. May Allah open their heart, and you can bring them to us one day. Let us have a sit down, have some tea, and very informal discussion to make them understand from which angle they are coming in, to help them out. Now, next question, Faddal sister.
Assalamualaikum, Sheikh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My question is, how can we keep a balance in our life in terms of worship Allah physically? I watch some YouTube videos. The scholars and Ustad always remind us during the last 10 nights of Ramadan, they encourage us to stay awake during the whole night. And I tried, but yesterday I stopped doing so because I was so tired. I couldn't, because I found that when I stayed awake during the whole night, I was not productive. No, for example, no example. But I was not productive during, in terms of doing ibadah after Qiyamah, after going back home. And my body got affected because I didn't rest well. So I stopped doing those and just do something which I can do and I enjoy. And I feel that after staying awake at night, when I wake up before Fajr, I had more love for Allah. I found Islam is easy and full of mercy. I had more, I feel the peace in Ramadan again. But I still want to seek guidance from Ustad. How in
balance.
Yeah, how to balance, always keep balance. Sometimes I'm motivated by many Sheikh and scholars in the video. They encourage us to do a lot of worship. But how can I just always keep balance that not...
Good, a very good question. Our sisters from China became a Muslim a few years ago, alhamdulillah. She has been very consistent in our classes here. The Prophet is the best example. Of course, the Prophet, according to Aisha radiallahu anha, the last 10 nights of Ramadan, most of the time the Prophet would stay up awake. Yeah? To do a lot of things because Gabriel is coming down and is going to check with the Prophet with the recitation of the Quran. And the Prophet always planned. He do not just stay awake, just praying, because praying is not only way of worship Allah. By planning your strategy, what to do after Ramadan, all this is an act of worship. Thinking of the Ummah is an act of worship. It's not just praying by yourself, no. Now, the Prophet met some companions. 3 Sahaba came to him. He said, Ya Rasulullah, we want to pray and do all the worshipping, and we do not want dunya anymore. One akhirah. Another group said, Ya Rasulullah, we will fast, we don't want to break fast if possible. We don't want to stop fasting. If possible, we want to keep on fasting the whole year. One said, we don't want to sleep, waste of time. We want to wake up and pray, worship Allah. The Prophet said, no one is more faithful to Allah than me. There one group, they say that we don't want to get married. Marriage is a problem. I have to entertain my husband. If I'm alone, I entertain myself. I want to eat, I don't want to eat. I want to sleep, I don't want to sleep. It's me, nobody bother me. But when you got married, you have responsibility or problem, you see. So the Prophet said, I am the closest to Allah. The example of the saying of the Prophet. I married. I wake up for prayer at night. I sleep. I fast, I break my fast. Whoever refuses to follow my way, he is not one of me. The balance of Islam is you know better about your body than me. If you can stay up awake most of the time, and then if you have the power nap, you want power naps, because if you sleep 2 hours solid is enough for your body, do it. If not, just sleep. Think what you have to do tomorrow and sleep. Sleeping also is an act of worship. Don't burden yourself. The Prophet even said, وَلِنَفْسِكَ عَلَيْكَ حَقٌّ. Your body have right upon you. If you think that you sleep for 4 hours is enough for you, then you try 4 hours. If you think sleeping, some people don't have deep sleep, so they may need a longer hour to rest. Don't burden yourself. That's how you balance out. You know your body more than me. I know myself more than anyone else. If I think about sleeping 3 hours, I have some friend who sleep only 2 hours, but they can sleep very fast. You know, while they are sitting in the car talking to you, they are gone. Power nap. Okay, their body are used to that. Somebody they just cannot sleep while sitting down. They just can't sleep. So everybody have their own, way of judging themselves. So you know how to balance yourself better. Don't worry about whether you can wake up the whole night at this end of Ramadan. If you can, you do. But honor your body's right. Where you need to sleep, just sleep. You understand that, sis? Islam is simple. Don't burden yourself. You want to add flesh?
I'm just thinking that if I miss the night of Qadr,
Night of Qadr. Don't worry about that, sister. The Qadr, Laylatul Qadr is from Allah. He gives to whom He please. There's no guarantee if you stay up, you'll get. Now, a lot of people stay up when they have the World Cup going on. That's what they get, World Cup. And they get entertainment, they don't get Laylatul Qadr. There are a lot of people wake up these few nights. Why? Cooking, preparing, biscuit, kuih. So they get Laylatul Kuih. There are so many things happening actually. So you don't have to, you have tried your best. And Allah has said, La yukallifullahu nafsan illa wus'aha. You must remember, our Prophet normally sleep very early. He sleep very early. And you must also remember the blessing of the time, in the time of the Prophet, today is very different. I still remember in the 60s, early 70s, MashaAllah, you can have so many activities at in the daytime. You can have break, tea time, and evening break. But now you just don't have the time anymore. Time flies so fast. There's no more blessing. It's the same 24 hours, 12 hour day, 12. But the blessing is no more there. Everybody is busy, got jam here, got stuck here. Time wasted. So life have changed. So you do whatever you can. You understand that? Before you go to sleep, you try to read the Quran, pray and ask Allah for anything. Then you doze off sleep, you don't force yourself. You got migraine, then it's bad. No. Same to me, I don't force myself. I try. I try to wake up. If you can't sleep, there are times you just cannot sleep. And then that is the best time for you to do what you have to do. You want to recite the Quran, the prayer, you finish the prayer, just recite the Quran, reflect, pick up all the beautiful ayat for da'wah, so that you will prepare yourself as a weapon to go out to talk about Islam in the future. You know, the Quran is full of information you may want to collect and put, oh, this ayah relate with this ayah relate with that, and then give you a lot of information. And this all is ihya'u layl. The rest you leave it to Allah. You don't. Some people want to wait for Laylatul Qadr, and they even bring a pot of a tree, small tree, into their house, into the bed, and see whether the tree is sujud or not. When the tree bend down, Laylatul Qadr. I got Laylatul Qadr. No, there's nothing to do. The tree will make sujud, of course. The time for them to sleep, tree also sleep. But but the Prophet gives sign. Laylatul Qadr, it happened that night. Tomorrow morning, when the sun come up, you see the bright sun, but no heat. Yeah, the sun gives up the light, but it's no heat. There is a sign. Last night, Laylatul Qadr. We don't know. No one knows. It can come anytime. And it can repeat. It's up to Allah. It's up to Allah. Yeah. That's why the Prophet said, seek Laylatul Qadr in the last 10 nights of Ramadan. 21, 23, 25, 27, he never fixed. Can he come 21st, 23? It's up to Allah. It's up to Allah. No one knows. And you cannot confirm, last night, Laylatul Qadr. You cannot confirm. You must remember the weather in the time of Prophet is not like our weather here. When it's hot, it's really hot. Here you can't feel because you stay in the aircon room. You know, in the morning still aircon. So you cannot feel the heat. In the environment is different. One sunrise you can feel the heat. But now the sunrise, but there's no heat. That's one of the signs. Now, Sister Anita.
Ustaz, I was late today, but Alhamdulillah I managed to catch your sermon on YouTube while I was driving.
Alhamdulillah.
Would you able to, I did not really understand the, one saying, you mentioned that if you love somebody and that person dies and you wish to die soon, Allah will grant your wish.
Yeah, I did say what the Prophet is trying to say to us. Whoever loves somebody for the sake of Allah, Allah will meet them with the one that they love. Timing is up to Allah, of course. The qadar is Allah's qadar. But for Fatima, because she wished for that, and the Prophet prayed for her, and Allah answered the prayer of the Prophet.
Okay, I'm a bit confused because I thought the timing of your death
is
is
fixed.
Yes.
Correct.
So, but if you dua, it can be changed.
It's up to Allah again. No, you see, Allah fixed everything. Allah have the right to make changes. It's up to Him. He told us, He fixed. Can He change? He can. We can't change. We can't change, but He can. It's up to Him. The important thing is, you must remember, Allah is telling us that this about qada and qadar is unseen. No one knows. How He make it happen, only He knows. Your time and our time and Allah's timing is not the same. But Allah have all the power to say, if I want it to happen, I just said be and it's be. Nobody can question Him about that. But I'm telling you, you can't change. I can change. Because I'm the creator. I'm the one who ordained everything.
So there is hope then.
Yeah, you can pray, nothing. Now, you see, when you say you pray, oh Allah, meet me with the person that I want to go back. That's why in the dua, the Prophet did say, when you are suffering, only Allah knows what kind of suffering you are going through, what kind of pain you're going through. That's the time the Prophet allowed us to make dua, oh Allah, if death is better for me, then just prolong my life here. I'm ready to go back to you. You can take my life now. But if living is better for me, oh Allah, heal me. You can make that particular dua and leave it to Allah. But it's important for us when you make that serious dua to really plan, to really make sure that we are ready for that. Fatima is ready. She's one of the very pious young lady. Yeah. And the Prophet ﷺ have granted some of the family members, with the will of Allah, that they are people of paradise. Among the young, the teenagers, among the women, then Fatima will be the leading person. Among the young children, then Hussain, Hassan will be leading. So among the family of the Prophet, there are some that the Prophet have mentioned about they are leading in Jannah. So we must prepare ourselves, inshallah. Yeah. Any question from the brother side? None from the brother. Okay, Sis Rohani, Faddal.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz.
Wassalamu warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Just now regarding the sister's question, it's also if you stay up to qiyam with the imam from the beginning to the end of the 11 rakaat, it's considered that you have prayed the whole night, isn't it?
Again.
If you pray qiyam jama'ah with the imam,
Okay.
and you stay with the imam from the beginning to the
To
end,
the end, okay.
it is considered that you have stayed up in prayer for the whole night.
Yes, of course.
Salam.
Salam. No, if you have finished the prayer of the Imam, the Jama'ah prayer, like Qiyam Ramadan, it's like you are praying the whole night. When you talk about that particular prayer, Salat. Yeah? But Ibadah, act of worship, is not just praying. You stay awake, recite the Quran, reflect, plan, all this is an act of Ibadat. Now, Naam, Sister Susanna.
Assalamualaikum Ustaz.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
It's about sleeping after Asar.
Sleeping after Asar.
Is there any authentic hadith, and also sleeping between Maghrib and Isha is forbidden? Can you ever update?
It's not been encouraged.
Not encouraged.
It's not really forbidden. The Prophet discouraged people to sleep at that hour because this hour are hour for us to do a lot of things. But the Prophet loved us to sleep immediately after Isha. Yeah? So that we have finished our Isha, so we end our day with prayer, quickly we sleep, we wake up, and then we do our Fajr. Yeah? But if you are very sleepy, then you sleep when you need to sleep. Only you are not encouraged to plan your sleeping hour every time after Asar. That's not a good plan, yeah? Because that is a good time for us to do other things, yeah, before nightfall. But when you are tired, you have to rest, you rest. Inshallah. Faddal, brother.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Waalaikumsalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I have a question regarding, there's some places that when you follow the Taraweeh, they pray the witr. And then when you pray Qiyam, you pray, there is another time where the night where they do witr again.
Okay.
And at the same, when you finishing your
Witr.
Qiyam al-Layl, they do dua kunut. And again in Fajr, they do again dua kunut. So they doing 2 witrs and 2 dua kunut. But what is the proper way of, if you have to follow the Imam?
Now, the Prophet ﷺ did mention about following the Imam. If you are following the Imam, but if Imam is doing things that the Prophet do not do it, you don't have to follow them. You just follow what that the Prophet have taught us. Because in prayer, the Prophet command us to follow him. If any Imam want to do their own way, we will stop where the Prophet want us to stop. We don't have to follow everything. Qiyam in the time of the Prophet is only 8 raka'at plus witir, 3 raka'at, 11. This is confirmed by the wife of the Prophet. From Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, that Prophet never increased more than 11 rak'ah. When people want to increase, I don't argue with them. It's up to you. But I will not increase based on this hadith. But I will do other act of worship other than the prayer. But come to witir. The Prophet said, La witran fil layli. There is no 2 witir in one night. There's only one witir. When you have witir, khalas. But the problem is the ummah today confused. They thought that staying up at night is you must only pray. No. It's not just salah, salah, salah. No. Reciting the Quran, reflect, thinking, planning of doing something good for the ummah. All these are an act of ibadah. You see, that's why the Muslims in the time are very productive. They always plan ahead and they move very fast. We don't plan. We just think of ourselves, ibadah, more, 100. In Hong Kong, they pray 100 rakat. You pray 20, they pray 100. Come, the whole night, just pray, pray, pray. After that, they only do 100 rakat, 27 night of Ramadan. They say Laylatul Qadar, 27. They fix already. The Prophet never fixed, they fix. Hong Kong fixed. 27. So the masjid, 7-story, full. Whole night, they don't sleep. Tomorrow, you don't see them already. Ghaib, they are like angel. Came in, khalas, next year you see them again. This year, I prayed, I got Laylatul Qadar. Laylatul Qadar is better than 1,000 months, 84 over years. Act of worship, khalas. See you next year. A good calculation. Chinese are good in calculation, business. And so they calculate. One night is better than 1,000 months. Better than 1,000 months. Not only 1,000 months, better than 1,000 months. Khairu min alfi shahr. So we cannot fix when the Prophet never fixed. So witir is only one. When you end, then you do other act of worship. That's what I'm saying. We are very confused. We thought that worship only pray, 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 pray. No. Even planning, thinking about the ummah, how to help somebody, how to plan to do da'wah, to reach out. All these are ibadah. Yeah, inshallah. Yeah. Go for the quality, don't go for the quantity. Imam Shafi'i normally used to sleep. There was I end with this example. The son of Imam Ahmad, he knew his father is a great scholar, specialized in the Sunnah, the Hadith of the Prophet. Even Imam Shafi'i said, "Oh Imam Ahmad, anta a'lamu minni hadithan." You know better than me when it comes to the Sunnah of the Prophet. That's why you have Musnad Imam Ahmad, the collection of the hadith of Imam Ahmad. So his son informed his father, "Father, you talk so great about Imam Shafi'i, Muhammad Idris." To him he said, "You are the greatest scholar that I've seen, my father, but you always talk good about Imam Shafi'i. Can you invite Imam Shafi'i for dinner and overnight, just one night? I love to be with in his company." So the Imam Ahmad invite Shafi'i and he respond. Now his son have his own plan. He didn't even tell his father. So he keep on serving the father and Imam Shafi'i. So when night comes, Imam Shafi'i just rests. His father keep on waiting for prayer, recite Quran, not allowed by himself. He was peeping to see what do Imam Shafi'i do. How special is Imam Shafi'i where his father always glorified him, talk good about it. Imam Shafi'i most of the night was lying down, resting, sleeping. To him, the father was awake, and then recite Quran. Next morning, alas, when Imam Shafi'i had left, the son said, "Oh my father, I confirm nobody can beat you. That scholar that you said so great, sir. I witnessed by myself last night. I was peeping. He was just relaxing, and you stay awake." The father realized this and called his son, "My son, I was doing a lot of ritual. But Imam Shafi was thinking about the problem of the Ummah, and he found an answer to help them to solve the problem. His reward is better than me staying up the whole night doing prayer, because he's thinking about overcome the problem of the Ummah. Don't underestimate the good deeds of other people. You are good in this, but you may not good in the social life. You don't care about the society. Sometimes you are not good in giving charity, example. But somebody are very good, they plan. The Ummah is facing this issue. There was a question about height, about these menses, and then he was thinking what is the best answer that I can give them to guide this public, and he got the answer. Allah enlightened him, and all the hadiths about that particular issue just been exposed to him. And he solved a problem. Solving people's problems sometimes is better than just praying by yourself, the Sunnah prayer. So this is to share with you, brother and sister. Don't underestimate what people can do. Don't think people wear jubbah and then a long beard, wow, mashallah, wali. And then people who dress very simple, who is he? Look at him, look at his dress. You don't understand. Sometimes people may be better than you. They choose to be very simple. It's not wrong for you to dress what you want to dress, but you don't value a person based on their dressing. Imam Ghazali, people know that he's a great scholar. Heard about his name, but there are some people they don't have any idea how he looked like. They never seen him before. The great scholar before, they don't have camera, they don't have all the images around. Today you have so many pictures here and there. So what happened? One rich man is having a walima for their family, a wedding. So he invite Imam Ghazali as a guest of honor. Imam Ghazali dressed very simple, patching here, above the isbar, above the ankle. So when he arrived, nobody noticed him, because he didn't come with special bodyguard and then a special kind of cap, special kind of food. It's very simple, like a normal Muslim. Nobody paid attention to him. Neither the host know that this is Imam Shafi. And he was waiting, like other people was waiting. When is the time for me to eat? They just wait, because you are not important guests. You just wait. They just get all the VIP first, but not them. So he was waiting like other people together. And then towards the end, they want him to eat now. So he decided not to. Towards the end, he decided not to. Then he left. And he left, and then he changed his dressing. Now, it's like a sheikh kind of dressing. And he came again. When they look at him, they must, Allah make it happen that they don't notice how he looked. They look at his dress, colors. People before, they look alike sometimes. Beard, everybody got beard. Like if you go to Peshawar, Afghan, everybody got beard. When you have no beard, you become a stranger. Now over there, you have no beard, huh? Man, no beard. You are no real man anymore. Man must have beard. Over there. So then immediately they come. They thought, oh, this is another VIP just came. Please come, sit here. They tried, prepare, come up with some new dishes again. Then they called him. Then he introduced himself. Yes. Who are you, my great guest? I'm Ghazali. Oh, I was waiting for you the whole time, but you just arrived. I was here earlier. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't see you. Okay, no problem. So, eat. Then he started to call his dog to eat. he said, eat. He take his stuff, eat. Right? Eat. Now this, the host will get, no worry, what is happening? I call him to eat and call his stove, his dress to eat. Then he asks you, anything, anything wrong? Is it? No. You know, I came early. I don't think you really want me to eat. You only welcome me to eat now because of my dress. So my dress have the right to eat, not me. Now the host realized, of course you must be humble. Don't, but I'm just saying that, don't be judgmental. Sometimes dress can create, give you the wrong idea, send the wrong message. May Allah make us a good, practicing, sincere Muslim, and please, brother and sister, learn how to be humble, simple, non-judgmental. Don't be judgmental. They may be not so good in front of you, but they may have some good thing that you don't know. May Allah bless us, forgive us. We're ready for Zohar prayer, and please don't forget to pray for us here, for our family who are not yet Muslim. May Allah give them guidance, and may Allah strengthen our iman, increase our sabr, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all the sin of the Muslim wherever they are, and make this ummah return back to their status as khaira ummah. Amin ya rabbil alamin. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Before we end, for those who are here, whoever like to purchase this one, this is for some charity from the speakers, they call smart thinkers. You can get it. We have it here with us. It's just 5 ringgit. 5 ringgit each. You can present to your friend. You can even put it here at home, the bed of your children, so they know the benefit of astaghfirullah. Just 5 ringgit, one, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.